Hello and welcome to Enjoy English School. I'm Stevie.
I am Betty.
And today we are looking at our composition lesson, which is an article written with usually with two different opinions or, talking about two sides of the same subject. And today we are talking about something that we've had a conversation about before.
Right.
Ordering through a phone or with a server, meaning with a person, a waiter or waitress.
This is actually a very relatable topic because this is something we've all have some experience of. 我们今天要谈的就是手机点餐跟服务生点餐哦。那我们就是稍微进一下广告，休息一下，然后呢，等一下呢，就跟同学来谈谈到底要写什么。
Ordering through a phone or with a server. Today, restaurants offer different ways for customers to place their orders. In picture A, a customer is ordering food through a smartphone. In contrast, picture B shows people ordering directly from a server. Ordering through a mobile device is fast and convenient. However, it can be difficult for those who are not familiar with digital devices. On the other hand, ordering from a server allows customers to get immediate explanations. However, it can be slower, especially during busy hours. Personally, I prefer ordering food by using a smartphone. This method helps reduce errors that sometimes occur during communication with staff. It also enables customers to take their time deciding without feeling pressured to respond immediately. Besides, in crowded restaurants, it can help ease servers' workload and shorten waiting times. For these reasons, ordering through a phone offers a more relaxed and efficient dining experience for me.
Okay, so we've had this conversation before, right? So I do not like ordering with my phone.
We can tell.
I like to look at a menu, take my time, look at the pictures, read the description. I don't want to look at my phone and go.
But you still see pictures on your phone?
I want to see it all in front of me.
Okay.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to scroll up and over, and I don't want to touch my phone when I'm eating. I want my phone down here. I'm talking with somebody. I'm enjoying my meal. I'm looking at a menu. Oh, this looks good. Oh, but look over here. Oh, I like to see and compare.
Yeah, sometimes I feel that way too. Like you see pictures and you know what's going on better, which meal, what dish you're going to go for. Yeah, I agree.
But looking on a little phone, and I told my roommate this, and my roommate says, because you're old. So I smacked it. No, I'm kidding. But I just prefer seeing a big menu in my hand.
Me too. 就是同学会比较喜欢跟服务生点，还是比较喜欢手机点？我们这边就讲说，请同学呢根据以下图片的内容，看到有2张图，对不对？写一篇文长至少120个单词的英文作文，文要分段，要分2段哦，没有分段会扣分哦。第一段呢，你要注意每一段要你写什么，这个没有达成也会扣分哦。请描述图 A 跟图 B 2种点餐方式各有什么特色，还有比较2者的优缺点。然后第2段呢，要说明你个人比较偏好哪一种点餐方式，并解释原因。那同学要注意一下，优缺点有时候跟原因其实很像。你喜欢这件事情，当然这件事情就会是它的优点嘛。所以你要就小心的分配你那2个段落到底要写什么，不然可能会有1、2段会有重叠的状况。所以你要特别想一下怎么做。
Oh, so we're going to ask the students to write their opinions too.
If they would love to do so, they can do it.
Cool. Okay, so let's look at part 1. It says, today, restaurants offer different ways for customers to place their orders. Now, to place an order, this is a polite, formal way, I want to order now, or to make an order. You can place an order.
More formal and better for your writing, maybe?
Yeah, definitely for writing.
会比较好哦。
Yeah.
对，那有的时候 place an order 它感觉音韵上也会比较顺一点，比起 order 哦，所以它就是你可以看一下你要写哪一个order 或 place an order。那它这边呢用一个主题句，先把2张图，它大致上呢可以讲出什么样的统合性的这个言论放在第一句，就是说现今餐厅呢有给大家很多不同的方式来点餐下单place an order.
So when we say place an order, then we're talking about the noun. Right?
对，名词。
But you can also use it as a verb. Waiter or waitress, server, I would like to order, please. Then now we use the verb. I want to order my food. I would like to order now.
但是要用 would like， 尽量不要用 want， 避免掉。
Yeah, I would like is the most polite.
对，外国人对这种礼不礼貌，他们一听就听得出来。对，像 Stevie， 如果他是 server， 你就惨了。没有啦，他就比较刁钻一点。
I was a server for many years. A lot of rude people.
没错。
Yeah. Okay, next sentence. In picture A, a customer is ordering food through a smartphone. Okay, so that's easy. In picture A, the customer is ordering their food on their smartphone.
没错，这个就是先描述图片的部分。那你要记得，你只要写120个字到150，那你不要写得太长哦。所以这个很简洁，就我们先讲 A 图，你看到什么，它有什么特色。那记得你在描述图片的时候，我们可以用现在进行式，通常我觉得是最好用的。那所以同学注意一下那个时态，如果你要用过去，有时候其实不太好写哦。那所以这边写 is ordering， 所以在第一张图呢，有一个顾客呢，他是透过他的手机 through a smartphone。那刚才 Stevie 有说 on a smartphone.
Yeah, in the sentence through, 你说透过, right?
对对对。
Through a smartphone. I could just say I'm ordering with my phone. I'm ordering on a phone.
Oh, so it's quite flexible.
Yeah, that
with the
one's very
preposition.
flexible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
那接下来呢，图 B 呢？
In contrast, picture B shows people ordering directly from a server. So in contrast, meaning this is different from this.
对。
Right? To contrast something means to show the differences. So someone's ordering on their phone. In contrast, picture B is showing somebody ordering with a server or ordering from a server.
那 in contrast 还有什么替代字吗？要讲对比A 跟 B 啊。
Well, here, not really. We want to use in contrast.
In contrast. How about on the other hand?
I was thinking of on the other hand.
But it's a little bit...
But because here I want to show that how different it is. So that's why we use contrast. But if I'm doing 2 points, I like ordering from a server. On the other hand, some people like ordering on their phone.
Okay.
So here we're talking about 2 sides, but I want to show the contrast.
就是那个对比的感觉。
Yeah, and so really that's the best word.
OK， 所以 in contrast 就是相反的、相对的。那这个同学可以记起来，因为你在描述2张图，现在很常把图并列给你，然后让你去描述，所以这个可以直接记起来。然后呢，就是B 图呢，它就呈现人啊，什么样的人呢？他们在干嘛呢？那你要记得，因为我们要后面要修饰这个 people， 所以那个动词 ing， 这些人在干嘛呢？他们直接的跟服务生点餐。那现在可能用 server 会比用 waiter 或 waitress 好一点点，因为它比较中性一点点。server 可能有些人会在意，有些人不太在意。
Yeah.
你在意吗？还好。
Well, like the next sentence says, the next sentence, actually, I disagree. I'll tell you why.
OK.
The next sentence says, ordering through a mobile device is fast and convenient. Okay? I want to say it can be fast and convenient if you know what you want, what you like. You can just... Like if I order like McDonald's, 外送,
对
you know, on my phone, that's easy. I know what I want. I know what they have. Fast and easy. In a restaurant, I don't think it's fast and convenient.
他不会用啦，主要是他不会用，因为
我会用，我喜欢看全部。
那在台湾你不觉得看中文很麻烦吗？
Actually, 那个还好。
那个还好吗？
Yeah, the Chinese is not the problem. The problem is I want to see all the pictures at one time. I want to see everything.
对，你大概也可以知道，就如果你是忠实观众，你就可以知道 Stevie 他非常讨厌用手机。对，没错，因为他就一直觉得他有这种被害妄想症，他都一直觉得我们被窃听哦，他就尽量不要用手机。
不是我不会用哦，
对，他是不想用。
先翻译吧。
对，好，那我们来看一下，那接下来描述图片呢？那我们接下来要做下一个他要我们做的，就是我们要讲说优缺点，优缺点。但是优缺点不要写太多，因为我们下一段还会讲到你喜欢某一个的原因嘛。他就说，那你如果现在透过你的 mobile device 或 mobile device， 你的行动装置，这里呢有一点，换句话说 ，smartphone 换 mobile device， 你可以稍微把它划线。那你透过这个去点餐呢，是很快又很方便的。当然他不同意，但是我们先不要管他。OK， 好。
And then it says, however, it can be difficult for those who are not familiar with digital devices. So this is true. If some people don't really know how to use their phone, yeah, that can be difficult. Like if you asked my mother to order in a restaurant all on her phone, I think she would hate that more than me.
没错，就很麻烦。
I understand how to use it. I don't like it. My mother, I don't think she could use it.
对，我爸妈也不行，所以有时候有点悲伤哦。就是你看他们就是很吃力在点餐的时候，你就会觉得好麻烦哦。然后我爸有时候还会生气说，好，那就不要吃了，就是会觉得有点 frustrated， 觉得很沮丧这样。对，然后他就说呢，这个转折了，所以刚才讲优点，现在讲缺点，我们可以用 however。那这里用一个虚主词开头，后面放复杂的你为什么觉得还有什么缺点呢？写在后面，什么对什么人来讲，什么可能是很难的呢？就是那一些不熟悉线上的一些数位的设备的人、装置的人可能是非常麻烦。记得 be familiar with。好，那我们就写到这边，接下来要转到另外一张图的优缺点了。
And now we'll use on the other hand.
另外一个。
So we just said, if you're not familiar with on your mobile device or your phone, it can be difficult to order. On the other hand, so now we're talking about another side of it. On the other hand, ordering from a server allows customers to get immediate explanations.
Okay.
An explanation. See, I like this because I'm a foodie. I like to
and you ask a lot of questions.
I do. I'll ask them, okay, what do you think is really good today? Is the soup good today? I like to ask questions if I'm not familiar with that food. So I like to ask people their opinions on things.
对，所以如果呢，另外一方面可以把它记起来，然后跟 in contrast 一起记。另外一方面 ，on the other hand， 他说呢，如果呢你对这个，如果你是向服务生直接点餐的话，就可以让你能够怎么样呢？记得 allow 后面要加 to， 可以让顾客呢拿到立即的获得解释或者是餐点的说明。对，所以这个也是 Stevie 喜欢，因为他就是可以一直问问题嘛。对，然后食材啊、过敏啦，然后都问一遍这样。
Yeah, and really, I just like to see it all at once.
对
I want to see, this looks good, but this looks good. And you would hate ordering food with me in a restaurant.
太久了，大家都吃饱了。
I like to take my time and find something I like, and yeah. However, we just said it can be nice to talk with a server. However, it can be slower, especially during busy hours.
That's true.
Yeah, sometimes you have to wait for a waiter.
对，那他就说呢，我们要讲缺点就然而呢，它可能比较慢那这个 it 当然就是指你是直接向这个服务生点餐嘛，可能就比较慢，尤其是当这个餐厅很忙的时候。All right, so that seems to be our first paragraph.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with part 2. All right, looking at the next paragraph, this person is now sharing their personal opinion.
没错。
So they say, personally, I prefer ordering food by using a smartphone.
跟你不一样
Yeah.
大部分的这种年轻人应该是比较喜欢就是直接在手机上点哦，所以 personally I prefer 这个也是讲自己意见的时候你可以用的，可以背起来的。记得 prefer 后面加 ing， 它有一个 prefer to 的用法比较不好用，你加 ing 就好。对，那我比较喜欢呢直接用手机点餐，那这里还用 by using a smartphone 哦，所以你可以注意一下，他每次要讲 smartphone 的时候，他怎么去换字，让他不会觉得说啊每次都一样的感觉。
Yeah, and personally, 就是个人的感觉。
对
Right? Personally, I don't prefer ordering food by phone. But this person does. And they say this method helps reduce errors that sometimes occur during communication with staff. Okay, this is very formal. All right. This is saying this method, using your smartphone, reduces errors. It reduces mistakes that sometimes happen during communication with staff, with servers, people who work there. So maybe they heard the wrong thing.
有可能
Maybe they wrote down the wrong thing. Maybe in the kitchen they couldn't read their writing.
Oh, could be.
You know?
Yeah. Anything could happen.
Yeah. But this person says, I like using a smartphone. This method helps reduce. It makes less errors.
Right.
It helps reduce the mistakes that sometimes happen during communication.
没错，那他就说这个方法呢，帮助减少错误 ，helps reduce errors。helps 后面可以加动词原形，这个同学要记得，因为你很常用到 help， 对不对？那接下来他就要去说明怎么样的错误，所以用一个形容词子句，这个是比较难的地方。很多同学其实大部分台湾同学10个形容词子句9个会是错的，所以你要检查一下哦。那这个 error 它是有的时候会发生，那记得哦 ，errors occur 它没有被动哈，就它发生，什么时候发生呢？在你跟店员在沟通的时候发生的，可能沟通不良这样。那这个 staff 它是比较正式的字，我们刚才有看到 server， 这里想要把它换掉嘛？那你要记得 staff 它是一个全体的总称，就是员工。如果你要讲一个的话，是 a staff member， 好，所以记得它就是全部的人加起来了。
Like people who work in an office. All of the people who work in your office with you, that is your coworker.But altogether, they are the office staff.
就全部的代称我们就用 staff， 所以你很少看到这个字加 s。
Yep. It also enables customers to take their time deciding without feeling pressured to respond immediately. And so, to say this simply, this allows customers to take your time deciding without feeling pressure.To respond immediately. Like usually the waiter or server will come up and say, are you ready to order? Now, usually my friends and probably Betty, she'd be like, yes, I'm ready. I'm hungry. I'm ready. And I might think, can you give us just a couple more minutes? I'm checking out your wonderful menu.
花很久这样。
But if you order on your phone, yeah, it can maybe go a little faster and you don't feel the pressure, right?
对。
So it allows customers to take their time deciding without feeling that pressure to say something right now.
没错
Immediately.
有时候那个服务生尤其是忙的时候就很凶嘛，他一直过来，然后就觉得压力超大。所以他这里就讲到 it also 代表呢你要提第二个点哦，所以前面是第一个理由，后面是第二个理由。好，它也让客人，我们刚才学到 allow、enable 其实差不多的用法，所以把那个 to 也圈起来。Take one's time 是慢慢做什么，后面加 ing， 所以是 deciding 要注意，每一个东西接起来它都会是固定的形态哦，有一个固定的规则。那他们呢可以慢慢的决定，而不用感觉到什么呢？这里的话你是感觉到倍感压力的，那个压力是别人给你的，所以是 feeling pressured， pressure 要加 d。那为什么会有这个压力呢？因为有的时候你跟服务生讲话，你可能要马上的反应， respond immediately， 所以同学可以去观察他那个句子怎么接的。你在写的时候，我们写作文的时候很龟毛哦，跟讲话不一样。你只要小小错一点点，老师就会跳出来，所以你一定要小心。
The next sentence says, besides, in crowded restaurants, it can help ease servers' workload and shorten waiting times. So when we say to ease somebody's workload, it just means to give you a little less work.
对，
You know, it makes it easier to do your job. That's why we say to ease something. So in a crowded restaurant, it might make the server's workload a little bit easier. They can focus on getting food and not running around to people going, hey, waiter, waiter.
这种很讨厌哦，这种是不礼貌的哦。
我也不喜欢。
这种弹指的
It's
这种
rude.
没错
It's rude.
没错
Politely raise your hand, and when they see you and go,
，eye
you put
contact，
your hand down, and then wait for them.
对
They might be busy. So I can see how this might ease their workload
Right.
and shorten waiting times. Like maybe you don't have to wait so long at your table to order something or to get another drink
没错
or something like that.
所以对大家都有帮助。那这个 besides 就是呢，再加，刚有 also 嘛 ，besides 我还要再加理由，就是呢，在那种比较热门的、很挤的啊、很多人的这种餐厅啊，这件事情呢，还可以帮助就是减轻这一些服务生的负担，而且它可以减少你等待的时间。那记得 help 后面又再次加动词原形。
So now the author, the writer of the article says, for these reasons, the reasons we just talked about, for these reasons, ordering through a phone offers a more relaxed and efficient dining experience for me, for that person.
对，
So maybe they feel more relaxed and it is more efficient, I think.
而且尤其如果是 I 人的话，现在不是很喜欢说 introverts、extroverts，I 人的话就可以不用跟他讲话。对， 所以这个有道理哦。他说，基于以上的理由 ，for these reasons， 同学记得不要写 due to these reasons， 因为这些理由，这个很容易被误导，所以把 due to 写上去，再把它划掉 ，reasons 一定要接 for， 因为这些理由呢，你在手机点餐哦，它其实可以提供一个更放松的，而且更有效率的吃饭的体验啊，这个是对他来讲，所以是 for me 这样。
Who knows? I like talking to servers. Maybe in the future, young people will feel it's really weird to talk to a server.
Could be right now.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's all the time we have today. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.